Good afternoon, folks. This is Outdoorsman 1996 coming at you. It is currently August 23rd, 2025. Finally broke my time away from Jack's Landing. It is currently 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Been in here since 7:45 this morning. When I first arrived, there was some ant activity up on that corner there behind the stove, there where you see the white stuff. See, I'm not used to holding my phone like this, so it's kind of like ass backwards. Jaden and his Mrs. Tegan were in with me today. Jaden's first trip in since we finished the roof construction back in 2021. They're quite happy with my little place. Get Tegan summer and put a broom in her hand. My God, what a job she done cleaning the floor. Now the only thing left to do is that corner and move my wood box back to where it was. I was ready to come in here today and go painting, but unfortunately I shouldn't have left my paint in here to winter. I'm going to sit over here at the table so you can actually see me. So I shouldn't have left my paint in here over the winter. That was my own mistake. Figured it would be fine inside the cabin, but it wasn't. It went cruddy and as hard as a rock. So I need another can of paint. And this can of paint won't be left in here. I'll bring it out and I'll keep it somewhere in the warm, where it's constantly warm. For those of you who are avid ATV users, we are able to use our ATVs in a high fire index, but with extreme caution. And extreme caution, I will underline extreme caution. The bogs are that dry, it's scary. And I don't say that very much, that the bogs scare me. If you are out on your ATV, I strongly recommend that you carry a fire extinguisher with you, because you never can tell when an emergency might arise. I do have a fire extinguisher with me. Jaden and Tegan have one in his bike. But like I said, it's better to have it and not use it than to not have it and need to use it. And to you avid snow haters, one of the reasons why it's so dry and the ponds and the reservoirs are running low, we didn't have we had very little snow melt this winter, and we're paying for it right now with towns having to be go without their reservoirs or their water supplies, like Queens Cove, for example, Queens Cove, Long Beach, they got no water. Well, last I heard, they had no water. I don't know if they got their water back yet. Sunnyside ran out of water. Luckily, with the quick thinking of the town council, they got the permits and the approval to go in and take water from another pond and pump it to the reservoir, so now they got water. But they are urging residents to conserve their water. Southern Harbor is another town that is urging residents to conserve their water. They did not have to tap into a pond, though, like Sunnyside did. They had an emergency backup dam, which they opened up and allowed it to flow into their main one. But they can't refill the dams fast enough. And as of last evening, their reservoir dropped 6 inches, and it's continuing to drop. So like I said, they're urging residents to conserve water. If they don't, well, then they're out of water. Arnold's Cove is not having any issues with their water supply yet. Hopefully we don't. But Watson's Pond is down quite a bit. Used to be able to go almost over your rubbers, just probably not even, I'm going to say 3 feet from shore. And now you can go maybe 5 feet and is just about halfway up your rubbers. So Watson's Pond is dropping as well, and there's no one actually using Watson's Pond for town water or anything. It's just Mother Nature flowing out. Watson's Brook, which is the pond that flows out of Watson's Pond, which I actually have to walk across coming here, is usually a good flow there. Watson's Brook is just a trickle. Same as Come Chance River, just a trickle. Piper's Hole River over around Swift Current, usually a raging river, trickle. There's one pool, one hole under the bridge that when that river is raging, you cannot see bottom. Now you can see bottom, and there's salmon in the pool. That's all I mean. Like, this is trying times for all of us, even avid outdoorsmen like myself. We cannot use our chainsaws. We can't use our bikes. Well, we can right now, because right now we are in was classed as a high fire index at extreme caution, user discretion. I mean, like, it's trying times, but we'll get through it. There's rain in the forecast, hopefully, and hopefully if it do, like, it's more than just a misty shower or a shower. I'd love to see at least 1 week of steady rain. And I don't like rain. I can't stand it because it keeps me in the house. But we need it. Just like we need snow in the winter times, because it helps keep the ponds and that up during the spring and the summer months. Keeps the bogs wet too. But like I said, this is going to be trying times for us all. I am one of the ones that's abiding by the provincial government regulations for ATVs. I strongly recommend you do the same. It kills me not to be able to come in here when the fire index is extreme, but you got to do what you got to do. As much as you don't want to, you got to do it. Come Chance, for example, I mentioned this in a previous video. Come Chance is surrounded by woods. If a fire breaks out in Come Chance Valley and there's not enough resources on hand or here to combat it, what are you going to do? Take, for instance, Kingston wildfire right around Conception Bay North. That started earlier this week. It was 2 weeks to the day. That fire is now 10,000 hectares in size. They are they are assuming that 200 homes in not just in one community, but in the entire region of Conception Bay North, from Kingston to Ocrapick Cove and that area, 200 homes. I was watching CBC newscast the other evening, and there was a woman on there. They had to evacuate, senior, and my heart broke for her. She figured that they would only be gone a couple of days, and they lost her. She left her prosthetic leg and parts for a wheelchair, and like she lost it. She lost her leg. She lost her prosthetic, and they lost her house. No fire insurance. I mean, if you're on your old age pension, and that's based on how long you worked, how many people can keep a household going? Like, I mean, you got car insurance, you got house insurance, you got your basic bills, your light bill, your cable, and your landline, your groceries. How can you do that? I don't know. But with the way things is going now, with the cost of living, like, it's not going lower, it's going higher. The cost of living is going higher in the province of Newfoundland and Labrador. And that's one of the main reasons why so many families is moving out of province. They can't afford to live here. Anyways, boys, hope you enjoyed today's video. Remember to like and subscribe as always. Hit that notifications bell so you knows when I uploads another video, so you don't have to see it on my Facebook page. Follow along with me on Instagram at Woodsman1996. I'm also on Snapchat at Mayor of Watson's Pond, and I have a Facebook page, Outdoorsman1996, on YouTube. You can find me on all those. Sometimes when I come in here and I don't do a video, which has happened, there has been trips that I've came in here and not done a video, but I've taken pictures. I put them up on that Facebook page, so it's not just a dull Facebook page. It's a Facebook page that's actually being used. Anyways, as I always say, get out and enjoy the greatness of Newfoundland and Labrador, what there's to offer. If you're out riding your ATV this weekend or in the coming weeks to come, do it safely, do it smart, be responsible, have a fire extinguisher with you, because you never can tell when an emergency might arise and you have to act fast. Take care.